Hey, good morning, everybody. Julie here from Mohed Life. Thank you once again for joining me. We're reading through the Bible in a year, and we are in Proverbs. We started Proverbs yesterday, I believe so. So grab your beverage this morning. Mine is a mug from my dad's. I don't do perky. I'm not perky in the morning. That's good coffee, though. So you grab your beverage and sit back and let me read you some of the Word of God today. We're starting with Proverbs 22. Proverbs of Solomon and sayings of the wise. Value of wise sayings. Pay attention and listen to the sayings of the wise. Apply your heart to what I teach, for it is pleasing when you keep them in your heart and have all of them ready on your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I teach you today, even you. Have I not written 30 sayings for you, sayings of counsel and knowledge, teaching you true and reliable words, so that you can give sound answers to him who sent you? The purpose of Proverbs. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. For attaining wisdom and discipline, for understanding words of insight, for acquiring a disciplined and prudent life, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving prudence to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance, for understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. That was from Proverbs 1. Again, just reminding you, this is the Chronological Bible, so it's putting it in chronological order. Now Proverbs 25. There are more Proverbs of Solomon copied by the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah. Preeminence of God. So this goes through like Proverbs 9, Proverbs 10, 14, 19, 28. Again, putting it all in chronological order. These are the preeminence of God is what this is titled. The fear of the Lord. Proverbs 9. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For through me your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. You are wise, your wisdom will reward you. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. The fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. He whose walk is upright fears the Lord, but he whose ways are devious despises him. He who fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for his children it will be a refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a man from the snares of death. The fear of the Lord teaches a man wisdom, and humility comes before honor. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. Blessed is the man who always fears the Lord, but he who hardens his heart falls into trouble. These next few proverbs are trusting in God or self. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is he who trusts in the Lord. A fool finds no pleasure in understanding, but delights in airing his own opinions. The words of a man's mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a bubbling brook. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. A man's own folly ruins his life, yet his heart rages against the Lord. A man's steps are directed by the Lord, How then can anyone understand his own way? A wise man attacks the city of the mighty and pulls down the stronghold in which they trust. Do you see a man wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him. He who trusts in himself is a fool, but he who walks in wisdom is kept safe. Fear of man will prove to be a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is kept safe. And again, these are all pulled from all the Proverbs all throughout. Okay, not just Proverbs 1 or 2. It just goes through all the Proverbs, putting these in sections. Like, this is the preeminence of God. There's fear of the Lord. There's trust in God herself. This next one is called divine providence. So they put the Proverbs in like groups with titles. But it is the entire Proverbs. By the time we get through with this, we will have read the entire book of Proverbs. So this one is divine providence. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. To man belong the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the reply of the tongue. The Lord works out everything for his own ends, even the wicked for a day of disaster. In his heart a man plans his course, but the Lord determines his steps. The lot is cast into the lap, but its very decision is from the Lord. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he frustrates the words of the unfaithful. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. So this next whole section is called Insight and Ignorance. And wisdom and folly is what we're reading about right now. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, turning a man from the snares of death. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields folly. The path of life leads upward for the wise to keep him from going down to the grave. Understanding is a fountain of life to those who have it, but folly brings punishment of fools. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool in his folly. Wisdom is too high for a fool. In the assembly at the gate, he has nothing to say. Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is sweet to your soul. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. This next section is dealing with fools. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be like him yourself. Answer a fool according to his folly, or he will be wise in his own eyes. Let cutting off one's feet or drinking violence is the sending of a message by the hand of a fool. Like a lame man's legs that hang limp is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like tying a stone in a sling is the giving of honor to a fool. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Like an archer who wounds at random is he who hires a fool or any passerby. As a dog returns to its vomit, so a fool repeats his folly. Though you grind a fool in a mortar, grinding him like grain with the pestle, you will not remove his folly from him. If a wise man goes to court with a fool, the fool rages and scoffs, and there is no peace. This next section is entitled Discernment and Understanding. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks judgment. A fool finds pleasure in evil conduct, but a man of understanding delights in wisdom. Good understanding wins favor, but the way of the unfaithful is hard. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. A simple man believes anything, but a prudent man gives thought to his steps. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. Folly delights a man who lacks judgment, but a man of understanding keeps a straight course. How much better to get wisdom than gold, to choose understanding rather than silver. A discerning man keeps wisdom in view, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. He who gets wisdom loves his own soul. He who cherishes understanding prospers. The purposes of a man's heart are deep waters, but a man of understanding draws them out. Ears that hear and eyes that see, the Lord has made them both. This next section is called knowledge. Wise men store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool invites ruin. Every prudent man acts out of knowledge, but a fool exposes his folly. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The discerning heart seeks knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on folly. The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, the ears of the wise seek it out. It is not good to have zeal without knowledge, nor to be hasty and miss the way. Gold there is, and rubies in abundance, but lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. When a mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom. When a wise man is instructed, he gets knowledge. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. That is it for the reading of the Word of God for today. Thank you for joining me. Join me again tomorrow. We'll continue in Proverbs. Have a blessed day.